All right, good morning everybody. As you just saw, I was making some brackets for the shifter cables, and this is what I came up with here. These are shifter cable brackets. They put the shifter cables in the best location. This one kind of barely skirts by that one, but so far it seems to work. So I haven't put it back in since I've fully welded it, but once I had it tacked in, things seem to work. So we're gonna throw some paint on this, put it back in later. I got places to be, so we'll check back in with you later when we have that thing installed, and hopefully the car will be shifting. It is time to get this shifter bracket assembly plus motor mount back into place. So I'm gonna do that, and then we're gonna see if this thing shifts properly. Hopefully it does. All right, just got back from Toyota. We got our little shifter clips right there, those two guys. That's what I was missing. And it looks like we have shifting action. It's pretty short. Reverse, neutral, everything's kind of tight. Oh no, it feels really good. I mean, it'll feel better once it's transmission's spinning. So, but yeah, super happy. Finally can cross this. Where is my pen? Where's my marker? So I've been working on this, trying to find parts for it, all kinds of stuff forever. So, all right, cross that sucker off of there. All right, so I'm pretty excited about this. It's time to get the intake set up on this thing, and this is a really cool piece, or pieces. This is the coolest piece right here. This is from Frankenstein Motorworks, and it's the intake adapter. So it adapts this huge filter to the end there, but the main part about this is this, the way that it's designed, the size of it, this cone, it really helps the engine run the way it's supposed to. So this is big. So that's a cool piece. And then we got this elbow here. This is a really nice piece too. So this has the spot for the crankcase breather, but it also has a hole in it here because Frankenstein Motorworks and Wilhelm Racing, they did a study, or they did some dynoing and found out that putting this, I think these are kind of like intake mufflers. Go ahead and open this up. So you've seen these hanging off your intake sometimes, right? It's like a little muffler kind of, or kind of, it does something to the sound waves inside of the intake. So they did some dynoing, and it actually makes a little bit more power with this on there. So we're gonna include that guy in there with our giant AEM filter. This guy, we got a bracket, we got to figure out where that goes. And then here's the mass airflow sensor, or whatever this one's called. I don't know. But yeah, so that's the parts. We got to figure out how this is all going to fit on here. It's all pretty self-explanatory. So let's set you up and we'll get this thing put in. All right, let's start with this piece here. I believe it needs to go like so. Yep. Let's put this clamp on. Okay. bit of a squeeze. Okay, perfect fit. Okay. All right, let's get that back on there. Okay, that looks about right there. Maybe even a little bit more. Yep. So that air filter will fit on there. I really don't know where the hell this is supposed to go. So, oh, I see. I think I see. There it goes. Woo! I'm sweating. All right, I'm gonna figure this out. Okay. So we figured it out, or at least we figured out a way for it to work for us. We got it from here, this bottom mounting hole. There's a couple other mounting holes here. And then we went down to this bolt right here that's right next to the starter. So in the pictures I saw online, it looked like it was mounted to the top of the shifter, like right here, but that might be an E153. My transmission doesn't have a bolt in that part of the shifter housing. So yeah, we got it there. So now we're gonna go ahead and put the filter on. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's good. That's plenty solid for an intake. Okay, so next we got to put this guy in here. Our mass airflow sensor. Perfect. Okay, that is a nice touch. Okay, so let me get a light. It's hard to see. Hard to see anything that's going on in here. So we just went ahead and tied the fuel line down right there and right here against the tower. And that. Okay, like I was saying, we tied our fuel line down here and here on the tower, and now the intake is done. Every wire is plugged, or every plug is plugged in at this point. Oh, the only thing we're missing electronically though still is, I guess I should do something with this guy. Is this relay right here, and this is the one that turns on the fuel pump. So we're not really ready to start it yet, unfortunately, but I mean, I got all kinds of other stuff to work on. So the next thing we'll probably work on is the brakes. But let's see what we can check off on our list here. The monster marks a lot. Okay, intake done. Header wrap, relays, we're waiting on one. Wheel studs, we got them, we got to put them in. That goes along with brakes. Trans, we're gonna have to do axles. I'm not sure yet, still got to fill that up. I'm gonna go get something to drink because it's already super hot. We got another 100-degree day coming our way. So, and then I'm gonna look and see what's next on our list. I know we have brakes to do, but I want to get everything. I want to make sure that all of this stuff with the engine and the cooling system and everything else is checked off before I move on to the brakes and the suspension stuff. So, yeah, we'll see you guys in a little bit. now we're back on these strut spacers. So far you guys have seen me make these two pieces here. These two pieces here, which I think I'm gonna have to cut down because I think they're too long for what we need them for. But here, and then we got our other sides of this. We got 4 plates here. We got 4 plates here ready to go. And basically it'll come together like that once we drill the holes. So that's what we're doing next. Alright, so that's it right there. Spring spacer. Not spring spacer, strut spacer. Strut spacer. So we're going to get this put on. This is just temporary. This whole thing is temporary. We're going to end up with a full custom suspension build probably this winter. But we want to get on the track this year. So we want to get on track next month actually. Less than a month away. So we got a spacer we made. It's going to take a little bit of massaging to get on there because it's tight. Now, put our nuts on. Alright, that's 1.5 inch strut spacer ready to go in. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this one. If you want to see this thing on the ground and check out its new stance, you're going to have to tune in to future episode of DJ's Hot Rod and Fab. We've still got the front to do, we got brakes to do, we've got, I don't know, we got to put the back together, we got tons of stuff. We got a roll cage to make. 5-point seat belts need to go in it, and it all needs to happen in the next few weeks. So stay tuned to DJ's Hot Rod and Fab. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.